We know she wrote 6 novels in her lifetime, 6 novels, Pride and Prejudice and the others. This much we know. We know that she died at 41. We know that she lived in Steventon. We know that she was a keen welder. We know that she was an amateur fire breather. And we know that her favourite food, and we found this in her diary, was chicken quesadilla.
When the king turned his mind to Anne, he thought that knowing how things are done in France, she might accept a certain position in the court, and in his heart, as he put it.
How much do you think the kind of curious, dark, slightly tormented child she was transformed into her art? How vital is that as a writer?
I think everybody has a tricky childhood. I really do. I think nobody's childhood is as idyllic as they sometimes subsequently record.
I was reading an interview with her, and I thought she said the best thing anyone has said, of course, about Hilary Mantel and why she's wonderful, where she said, you want to read, she said, you write the kinds of books you like to write. Sorry, you write the kinds of books you'd like to read. But of course, if you're a writer, you become a professional reader, as it were, and you read for challenges, and you read for complexity. But you have to remember that a lot of people are reading for enjoyment, and I don't want to write for literary critics who are finding some real sort of complexity in the way I'm doing something. So when I write, I want to give that sense of pleasure and enjoyment to the readers who come to a book for it. But I also want to be doing that other thing.
My mother has arrived.
The Owl and the Pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a £5 note. The owl looked up to the stars above and sang to a small guitar. Oh, lovely pussy, oh, pussy, my love. What a beautiful pussy you are. You are. You are. What a beautiful pussy you are. Pussy said to the owl, you elegant fowl, how charmingly sweet you sing. Oh, let us be married, too long we have tarried, but what shall we do for a ring? They sailed away for a year and a day to the land where the bong tree grows, and there in a wood, a piggywig stood, with a ring at the end of his nose, his nose, with a ring at the end of his nose. Dear pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring? Said the piggy.
I will.
So they sailed away and were married next day by the turkey who lived on the hill. They dined on mince and slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon. And hand in hand, on the edge of the sand, they danced by the light of the moon. The moon, the moon. They danced by the light of the moon.
Actresses are played out. But really, all you need is that me?
Is it me?
It's really to... Come on, which of us has got the pacemaker? Oh, look, this is excellent. Oh, this is quite excellent. This is the...
When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state. and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate. Wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most admire contented least. Yet in these thoughts myself almost despising, haply I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark at break of day, arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered, such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.